Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I don't know what bike to take. So this says dead end, but it's all in the New Hampshire Class 4, Class 6, sorry, I got it confused. It's on the Class 6 map right here. It even splits, and then it goes under ADV-Light. So someone lives back here, obviously this has been regraded. I guess I can see why this is a dead end. It's not really a... Right? Hey, we got some, look at this. So we got some power lines going through here. Oh, there's two roads. So we've got the right one was supposedly green, meant Class 6. Yeah, this was like, this is why our trails don't open until mid-June in some parts of New Hampshire and Vermont. The signs will say, the signs will say, this is way more fun than the R18. The signs will say, you know, snowmobiles obviously when the snow's on the ground, but then the trails close when the snow melts, and they stay closed for like 2 months because you gotta have all this stuff dry up. And guys will come back here with Jeeps and stuff, and you know, if it's not dried out yet, it causes these big deep ruts. Oh, look at that. If I could just, if you don't mind me talking for a second, I'm really enjoying riding the R18, but like, this is where I'm happiest. Isn't this great? This is the best part of motorcycle riding, is to get this place here, and you know, this is from my dad. My dad likes when I get lost, because you know there's like no one around here. No one. This is actually going to be kind of fun to go back up. Remember, Adam, it's not the Beta. The Beta is like my little mule that just goes up any hill. And this thing, you got to be a little bit more strategic about it. Plenty of torque. You know, good wheelbase. It's definitely an Enduro part on the 701, Enduro roots, but the Beta was crazy because you could be in a real bad situation. You could be on like just on a bad like lopsided hill. Look at the car. You could be like an old bad lopsided hill, like, and you'd be like straddling a log in the worst way possible, and you just point the wheel straight and just give it gas, and you go right over it. This thing, you can, if you ride it like a real Enduro, you can get into some trouble. This is the fun riding. I hope you're all enjoying the R18 stuff, just from a almost like a purely what's the word for it, academic perspective. All right, so now we're in Patch Orchards, and this family, you can look it up in the Lebanon, New Hampshire area. Patch Orchards is kind of in this little drama thing because they're trying to be this, you know, do this massive apple orchard, and they wanted to close a Class 6 road, and the town said you can't. And so their response was, we're just going to put our maple syrup sap lines across the road. And the town again said, you can't do that. And so what they compromised on is, well, I'll get up here closer. We'll see if I can get across it. There might not be passable anymore, which is supposedly illegal, and it's all back and forth. I'm not quite sure where it is with the case, but I'll show you kind of what we see when we go through this. So you can see what they wrote here. They put a sign. They originally gated it. They couldn't gate it, but they did put this sign up, which is plastic sap lines across the road. Insufficiency. It's not closed, or is it? We'll see if someone yells at me. We're just gonna go down this thing till it ends, and then we'll come out on the next road. That's certainly one way to keep traffic slow, is just put massive trenches. But so far, it's looking pretty good. Oh, there you go, there's another big hole. Yep. I mean, those are some nut busters right there. Well, this should be fun. We're going right. Actually, I'm gonna walk it. That's gonna be a turd sandwich right there. If I bump it off camber. Yeah, that could have bumped my ass right off it. Oh. Okay, that's the starting this off of the road. Yeah, they do not want people. Well, I think this road comes out to a left-hand turn up here. It might be a low-class road. We'll see. Wildlife management area, spring, fall, something. There's a stop sign for snowmobiles. There's a go-around right there. But they've made it they've made it pretty clear. They've got the tree here, they've got the rocks here, they've got that. I'm gonna go up the street and ask one of the guys, the neighbors, and ask him what's up with this thing. Because if there is a big hole, I'll never see it. Yeah, so this is all ATV, I mean snowmobile trails. Oh, did you guys see that? Oh, I almost made best friends with this thing. Hey there, buddy. You all right? we almost became. So this one says it goes all the way around, but it might dead end at someone's house, and then you're kind of like asking them to go through their yard, and that's never fun. This is going to be pretty rough. I can already tell. Make sure I didn't break a shifter off. Ugh. Yeah, this is not the beta. I always forget that. You see how wet this ground is? Like that? It's just, I mean, this is the day before July, and it's still that wet. It takes so long for the ground to dry up here. There's a deer. Big, huge ears, too. Holy crap. We're gonna bring some grass home with us. There's another deer. And another one. Here it comes. Oh, it's a baby. Oh, it's a little old doe. Oh, look at the whitetail in the air. Kind of not really following your parents there. And this was the argument of the orchards people. They were like, you really want us to not throw stuff across these roads? Because, like, look at them. Like, yeah, we know they're unmaintained, but you can't block them. It's just the rule. Even though they're basically overgrown. They basically bought hundreds of acres and then thought they then owned these roads. Oh yeah. So I can't see anything. Even if I was standing, I couldn't have seen that. Corner. Y'all still with us? It's about to get worse. So we got to go up there. At some point, we're taking a right. Got a bad feeling about this one, boys. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So this is what people were talking about, I think. Well, I gotta go in there anyway, turn around. What? So, if I'm correct, that's the way up. So, Class 6 road coming in pretty bad shape, but you can still do it on a small bike. But the whole way you got these green things that just run alongside it. They go in all directions. The road actually ends here. There's some probably at best single track that goes up back towards the orchard where we were at earlier when we had to turn around. I showed you guys in the video. The road's supposed to hang a hard right and go back up the hill. I can't even. That's what these assholes did to this road. They traversed it completely, like 6 feet off the ground, all the way up the hill. I mean, this is like American Gladiator shit. And what they did in order for safety, they put some flags down. So I gotta go back up this hill this way, which really sucks. I'm almost at the end, but I can't go under all that stuff. It's I can't really move around much. I'll be constantly looking up at the flags. That's just really shitty, guys. So let's turn around and go back at the hill. This is all very boring, but I gotta get up this hill. It took me a while to get up there because it was so muddy. Some spots are pretty bad. So Heather told me to bring her limes. Heather, I'm sorry. I'm not going to bring you limes. I'm closer to home than I am to the grocery store. I'll tell her this, Heather, that was the fastest way to the grocery store and the road was blocked. So I got to go back home. Sorry, honey. Wow.